Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Neon Souls. We're so happy to be back here, play some Cypher System, get into some cyberpunk shenanigans. We had a week off last week, and we're just rip-roaring to go to get right back into the game. Before that, however, I'll go ahead and promote some of the cool stuff that we've got going on the channel. Thank you for the cheer, Captain Nemo. I just saw canned pears and just very happy. All right. If you aren't familiar with what we got going on, if you don't have our schedule memorized, I'm embarrassed for you. But our next show after this one is tomorrow. That is Saturday. Saturday night's Apocalypse this week. We're going to play some Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, playing the Princess of the Apocalypse campaign, kind of. And you can join us at 7 o'clock for that if you are available. Otherwise, our next stream, our streams throughout the week will be as usual. We'll have Slang 101 on Sunday. Tuesday, we'll have our next Masks game, something for Tabletop Tuesdays, and Wild Space Wednesdays. You can also...
Wild Space has literally never been on Wednesday.
Wild Space Thursdays. I want it to be Wednesdays because Wild Space Wednesdays sounds so much better.
And now we're embarrassed for you.
Ryan, if you're listening, why? Anyway, so yeah, that's our schedule. You ruined my flow, Savannah. I forgot what I was going to say next. We've got all sorts of other stuff that we do off streams. I'm going to let these people talk a little bit about the things they've got going on, who they're playing here tonight, and who they are, and then we'll get into the game. Starting off with, I don't remember who goes first. GB. God, it's been 2 weeks and I've already forgotten. It's every time it's GB. It's always GB.
You've apparently also forgotten our entire schedule, so...
GB's all the way down.
All right, Graybeard's Tavern, and tonight I will be playing. You get to read this now. I'm Klaxon, a mechanical explorer drone jockey who builds robots with technology. That's me, GB.
And I'm Morgan, also known as Imaginatrix, and I'm playing Clarity, who is a creative hacker who works the system with technology.
I'm next. Just kidding. I'm Savvy. Matt Savvy Seaworth on the internets. I have a couple of scheduling announcements that I'm going to do real quick for my own schedule because you can find me and Val for the next 3 Wednesdays on twitch.tv/lbhackemup at 8:30 p.m. playing Monster of the Week. I play a big tree lady with a sword.
That show's also called Wild Space. That's why
It's not. It's called 4x4 and it's great. And then starting this Monday, I have a premiere on twitch.tv/Colonomicon, like the Necronomicon, but Colin. At 7 o'clock Eastern time, we're starting our A-State mini-series. It got pushed back a week. It's a Forged in the Dark game. It's Cyber Victoriana. If you like Dishonored and that kind of stuff, you will like it. But that's not what I'm doing today. Just want to put that out there. Go follow those people. But today, I am playing Choke, who is a hardy merc who looks for trouble and loves combat.
Ew. And hello. Oh, I'm sorry.
You
forgot.
just
Sid.
tried to forget
Oh.
Sid.
I'm just gonna say, find me on
What's
Twitter.
wrong with me today, guys?
Are you
Can we start
okay?
over? Can we cancel? Can we shut
Oh,
it down?
I guess I should.
Take 2.
Start over.
Okay, now we're gonna start the stream. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Hello, Internet. All right, Sid, go ahead.
I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. Yeah, next thing's coming. I might have a couple things coming down the pipe. We'll see. Talking to people. We'll see. But next time you see me is on Sunday, Slang 101. Woot! I play an old woman who writes romance novels. and makes millions of dollars doing it. It's great. She also fights monsters occasionally. But that's not who I'm playing tonight. Tonight I am playing Impulse. Impulse is a charming hustler who leads people into arguments with their significant others in the back of a van, mainly. That's a main thing she leads people into, really.
And now it's my turn. I got thrown off for a second there because I immediately went into character and you started talking about Slang 101, and I was just gonna be like, and I tried to have sex with you. And that's a reference to last week's Slang 101. You should definitely check that out. But yeah, I'm Val, a flexible GM who tolerates with a creative flavor and loves hoodies. I am all over the place on this channel, both figuratively and literally. And pretty much every time we're going live, I'll be here. I'll be running Saturday night's Apocalypse tomorrow, and otherwise I play in pretty much everything else. And one of the announcements I'll go ahead and put out there for anybody that missed it last night and isn't in our Discord, we got something brand new coming at you for all of our Discord RPG loving friends. We are starting getting rid of our GGK guild, which unfortunately had been inactive for some time, and we are starting up a 24-hour text-based roleplay server called GGK Worlds, which is going to have a lot of fun things in it. Right now we've got kind of like a D&D city sim that's 90% fishing that's going on in I included a fishing mini game, and I didn't realize that was going to be pretty much the entire server. So that's all that's going on right now. It's like Animal Crossing.
All we're doing is fishing.
Yeah, so anyway,
that's not true. We fought earlier.
We did fight earlier. Anyway,
each
if you
other.
like to fish,
we the two of us fought each other.
Yes. Come join our server. The link for that will be going up for the public tomorrow. So anyway, that's it. Is there anything on this that I missed before we get started? Are we good to go?
Inquiring Beards want to know, did you fight each other for fish? It was the fight about fish? Now you know. It's the
we
fish
fought each
arena.
other for fun, and I won.
I see. Very important to announce that.
Can I just clarify? You did win. You're playing a paladin. I'm playing a wizard. And it took you 4 rounds of one-on-one combat to kill me.
Yeah, it did.
And you almost died at the process.
Hey, level 1's fun, guys. Anyway,
it took you
that's it.
4 rounds to hit a wizard with an axe.
If you want to know what's going on in this channel, join us tomorrow.
You kicked me to death.
We have a stream to get to, Savannah.
I'm sorry. I just want to clarify that I'm also good at games.
Okay. We believe
I can turn
you.
the stream off whenever I want.
Get started. With a recap, last time on Neon Souls, your crew had met a brother-sister duo named Yule and Zane, who were looking to do some crime and were looking for crime friends. You decided to, of course, that you would help them with the crime in hopes of joining the organization that they were trying to kind of being auditioned for, called the Workforce Restructuring Movement, colloquially referred to as the Worms. There was a stolen lunatic like cargo ship that some patchers had gotten their hands on, and the WRM wanted you guys to steal it, bring it to them, and you'd be in. Things went a little upside down when you were scouting out the area, and you learned that Swin, Choke's on and off girlfriend, partner, had been captured by these patchers, was being kept in in one of the freight cars inside the warehouse.
Literally upside down.
Literally upside down. You came up with a creative plan of Choke shooting everyone that came out the front door after you guys turned off the lights. And it worked very well, with Choke and Yule setting up a sort of a choke point, if you will, at the front entrance of the building. Clarity and Zane sneaking around the back, opening up a locked back entrance. Clarity zapping somebody's face off by blowing, like essentially sabotaging their gun, and then freeing Swin. You were able to capture one of these patchers and killed the rest, as Klaxon and Impulse came driving in for the last couple kills with the truck that you were using that belonged to Zane. You were able to find this stolen transport shuttle, and Swin, who seemed to have her own sort of motives for being here, stole the black box from inside of it. Then you had a showdown between what Swin wanted to do, what everybody else wanted to do, undercut by some relationship drama, the brewing under the surface. There's a lot of talking, a lot of relationship therapy, and ultimately you decided to take the ship back to the Worms. They would take what they needed, y'all would get paid, Swin would get what she wanted, and in fact everything seemed to work out. As you returned the ship to the Worms, you met the contact for Zane and Yule, someone named Lynn, a masked figure who seemed to know you all a little bit more than you expected, seeming a little bit familiar with some of your connections on Earth, and was very accommodating to what you wanted to do. Took all the cargo from inside the shuttle, left the shuttle and what Swin needed, as there seemed to be some connection between the Worms and this smuggler Revere that Swin was working for. And Lynn, at your behest of wanting to speak with the leader of this organization, Dragon, said that he would set up a call and a communication between you all, so you could get on the same page, so you're not just working for some faceless person again who's inevitably going to betray you, because can't do that 2 seasons in a row, right? Anyway, you all returned back to the G ring and set about going home. And I think that's basically where we left off last time. Swin and Choke said their goodbyes, and the rest of you went back to your own. Started heading back to your apartment, right? All right. Is there anything you want to do on your way or before going there? I think you guys got food and stuff. There was talk of noodles.
We were gonna get the line set up because they were gonna call us later tonight, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But all the tech you would need to do that, Clarity would have back at your guys' hovel.
It's a micro condo, okay? Not a hovel. Micro condo.
But whatever it is, it sucks.
Yeah, no, we need to. And we will, right? We're gonna do that. That's what we're gonna talk about. Impulse gonna pull out her data pad and start looking through, like, for rent in the next ring up. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had talked about that.
Yeah. You start going through some you see all the listings in this area that you have, which is all done through. God, we came up with a business, or there was something that I said with who was doing the rentals around here. God, I made a joke 2 sessions ago, and I'm not going to remember it now. Anyway,
Because it's the indigo ring would be like the next step up, right?
yes. Yeah, you guys are in the green ring.
I have indigo ring equals Brooklyn.
Yes.
Merchandise
And,
district bars.
And then you have the violet sphere, the violet ring, which is like...
Corporate offices, elite gatherings, exclusive biodomes, and housing.
Yeah, that's like highest end. Good notes. Yeah, so you begin to peruse your data pad for that. There's a lot of zeros connected there, but you've made some contacts. You've got a little bit of connections. You think you might be able to swing it with what you've got right now?
I mean, it's more room than we have right now, so that's a plus, right?
Way much more.
Oh, at least like 5 times.
How big are the closets?
They actually have closets, so that is a vast improvement from where we are now, right?
Yes.
So we'll
Infinitely
make it
more
work.
closets.
Yeah.
You do know the one challenge you're going to get, again, you guys, if you spend the XP, you're going to get it. But the one of the main reasons that you guys are living in the G Ring area in this district is that your credentials are burned right now. You're not. Lunatech isn't looking for you. Everyone on Earth is looking for you. So if you start going around and buying stuff and doing things under your own names, you're gonna have some trouble there. So you're either gonna have to come up with some way to rent this or purchase this property under a different name. There are also security checkpoints to go from like G to I to V. You're gonna have to get clearance for that.
We
to
need
actually
new credentials.
Yeah. But it's doable, especially with a hacker on your team. It just might take a little bit of time and resources to get that.
Well, maybe this new friend of ours, Dragon, can help.
Maybe. Well, if that's the case, unless there's anything else anyone wants to do on the way there to your apartment. No. Okay. And Svenny, you reminded me of it, but you have been set up, Choke, with Swin has set you up and I'm trying to decide if she just gave you the equipment or made an appointment with a doctor. She probably just gave you the chip. And she has given you the device that you need for this to repair your neural interface, so you're not in constant pain anymore from that. It's not as easy as like popping out an SSD card and popping in a new one, but it's not a terribly invasive procedure. You just need to find somebody that can do it.
But wait, like,
Klaxon might be able to,
but we don't have the stuff to do it, right?
Yeah. Does Klaxon, do you have any like medical skills?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of my knowledge things.
Yeah, I would say what you're looking at right now is just the equipment that you need. I mean, you would need a sterile work environment, and then there's like some tools mostly. They need some like surgical equipment. But if you got that, and it's not the most expensive stuff, the most expensive thing would be the chip. And you've got Choke's new graphics card, so that's not going to be.
This one's got 3 fans.
The tedious little fans.
But let's do this first. So you all head back to your hovel, scan your data pad on the door, and head inside. The lights kind of come flickering on above, and the cyber bugs all kind of scurry away. And In the middle of the room is a about 3 foot by 3 foot chrome box with a handprint scanner on top of it.
I am so fucking sick of this.
Klaxon.
Axe.
Klaxon like puts his gun away, and he kind of like goes to like push Choke aside, and then just his hand just stops on her arm, and it's like, "Come on, work with me here."
Just shifts over a little bit.
All right. So nobody's in the doorway anymore. The doorway is clear, and then he just takes like a grenade and hucks Spiderbot in, and pops on his visor.
Okay. Huck Spiderbot inside. Spiderbot goes skittering in. What is Spiderbot doing?
Scanning the thing.
Okay.
Gonna,
Do you have a like an ability
yeah.
for that?
I can get the visor to act up. Yes. I have. There's all the intrusions. I've got a couple of those that might work for that. The fortuitous malfunction, if need be. I've got tinkering, tech skills, machine interface.
What's machine interface? Is that just your?
It's the for 1 minute you can gain an asset on tasks to discern the level, function, activation of technology devices that you touch. So basically, I can take over a machine or whatever for like a minute.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that's probably going to be the closest thing here. That'll probably be the easiest way to get you somewhere. So you just sort of spend a point for that.
Sure, sounds great.
Say 2 intellect points for a minute. You can get a pass on tests to discern the level function. Okay. So yeah, and then I'll have you roll. So you spend 2 intellect points, and I'm gonna have you roll your. I was looking for a list of your skills.
I unfortunately got dumb and did not list them out. They're all in all these big huge blocks of text.
Okay. Yeah, you should put them when you get a chance. Add them individually to the skills section. So yeah, it'll be. I think you said you have like a tech skill though.
Yeah, I've got tinkering and others. Yeah, tech skills.
Okay, that one's craft. You can choose. Yeah, because the tech skills you're supposed to choose one of the ones from there.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll just say the difficulty for this is going to put at a 4, lowers to a 2. So go ahead and roll a d20. You have to roll a difficulty 2. That'll be a 6 or higher.
Okay. And so do I roll with the dice tray thing, or do I just hit my intellect button over here?
You can just hit the intellect button. It'll do the same thing.
I just did. Yep. Nothing's happening. I'll roll here.
Okay.
18.
Nice. Okay. 18. Spiderbot heads over and kind of like scans the side of the box and kind of crawls on top of it, and there's like some little zapping and stuff as it's like trying to kind of probe around. And what Spiderbot is able to determine is this is a pretty sophisticated storage box. Essentially, it's like a lockbox with there's probably something inside of it, and that would be accessed by scanning your hand on top of it. Doesn't seem to be explosive or have any sort of weapon systems or anything like that. It's just a highly secure locking container.
doesn't seem to be a trap, guys. But it's gonna bio-read someone. You want me to try it?
Let me go first.
I think Claire should do it. They wanted her to make the special phone call, right? So
Let
maybe
me go
they
first
dropped
just to
something
make
off for her.
absolute sure it's not gonna explode.
Okay, fair.
I'll try.
All right. You're gonna walk up, place your non-robotic hand on the box, and as you do, it does the scanning. It seems to be reading your palm a few times, like it's processing for a bit, and then the box sort of clicks, and there's like something depressurizing, and the box opens up, and as that happens, there's also like amongst the steam there's some like laser lights that kind of converge on a point above, and a holographic sort of projection forms there of a looking like a sort of a CGI like coiled up dragon. And the a voice speaks out to you from the box.
Hello there, Choke.
Hello.
I assume everyone else is with you.
Oh yeah. You can come in.
Hi.
We do the boom, boom, boom. Safe.
Like I said, hand waves from out in the hall, and then we hop in.
Is the room secure?
Yep.
As it's gonna be.
Good. Sorry for the bit of mystery. I
No, you're
have to
not.
be careful. No, I'm really not. I love this part of my job. But either way, it's good to finally meet the four of you.
I take it you're dragon.
Yes. And no, it's not my name, but you can call me that for now.
Alright. Dragon. You seem to know a little bit about us. What should we know about you?
I take my job very seriously. I only hire people that I think will benefit our organization. That's why you're here. In a manner of speaking. I honestly assumed that I'd be hearing from some of you sooner. It took a little bit longer than I expected for us to actually cross paths.
And why is that?
Well, when four people flee Earth with literally everyone gunning for them, well, I just assumed that they're coming to work with me.
Yeah, you know it's a bit of a difficult transition.
I can imagine. A lot of people want you dead.
Mm-hmm.
We're aware.
I'm sure you realize that I could have put some explosives in this box, melted you all, and claimed a pretty sizable reward for it.
What do you
How
think it
much
took us
is
so-
it now?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm just curious. What's the bounty now?
Somewhere around the net worth of a small country.
Yeah, why do you think we waited so long to open the box?
Right. Well, I can't say whether it was a smart choice or not, but you're still alive, and I hope that at least shows you something. That I value you alive more than they value you dead.
Unless you're gonna pay us the net worth of 2 small countries, can we cut to the chase?
Sure. I want to work together. Well, I want you to work for me so that we can work together. I assume that you're okay with that, considering you already did our little initiation, honestly. I wouldn't have had you go through that, but I need to maintain some sort of deniability here. WRM's goal is to take down Lunatech. Lunatech is the one corporation in a light year that doesn't want you dead. Yet.
Just give it time, honey.
Well, I'm hoping to give you incentive. If you work with me and my people to take down Lunatech and capture New London, I will put all of my resources behind getting you back to Earth in a way that doesn't involve you getting shot at.
Question. You're not gonna, like, one day ask any of us to kill a secret sibling we may or may not have, right?
I heard a bit about what happened with Apollo. I could understand your hesitancy, given your dealings with Oracle in the past, Clarity.
Our propensity for getting stabbed in the back on numerous occasions?
Well, if you heard about that, then you know what we do to people like that.
Exactly. People like Apollo represent the worst parts of our society. The people that have every opportunity to help those in the bottom and do nothing but help themselves.
Amen to that.
So, what I would like to do is return New London to the people that helped build it. The people like you and the 60 million others that live in G-Ring. I want them to live the lives that the people 3 tiers above them are. And not be forced to fight and scrap for every credit that they need to live. So, you ask your question, am I going to betray you and stab you in the back? I can say no, that won't mean anything to you. But I'm going to pay you well for what you do right now. And if time comes, well, I know not to mess with you in the same way Apollo did.
What's your plan? It's a big talk. I like it. I appreciate the branding and the sentiment. What are you going to do about it?
We've been working on this for some time. I have a 5-stage attack that I've been coordinating in compartmentalized sections, as you will. No one in Worm knows the full story, the full plan. They only know what they need to do. The 4 of you have skills that rival some of my top agents, informants, workers. But more than that, you have nowhere else to go, and I have deniability if things go bad.
So it's a win-win for everyone, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Everyone else here is too integrated. You're not. You're ghosts in the machine. I want to keep you that way. We have 5 stages that we're working on right now. I want your help with all of them. Doesn't have to be today, doesn't have to be tomorrow. But I want you to work with the people I'll put you in contact with to take down Lunatic's operations systematically throughout the colony, crippling them so that we can take the final blow against their president.
Who's the president? That's Sid asking. Do we know who that is?
Yes, the president of Lunatic is a pompous asshole by the name of Blaze Unicorn.
You're shitting me.
Blaise Unicorn.
Hey everybody,
Spelled like it
what's up?
sounds.
This is Blaze Unicorn. Today I'm going to be speedrunning Spelunky 2.
But 20 years after the fact, when he became the CEO of a major
Yeah.
Fortune 500 corporation. All right. We have a few conditions.
And what are they?
Well, first off, we are going to need access, I'm assuming, to the other rings here on the station, which at the moment, sort of no dice, given that, again, everyone kind of wants our heads. Is that something that Worm could assist with?
If you need help with that, I can provide some resources.
Excellent.
Do you need identities?
That seems like it might be the easiest route. Identities that aren't going to flag every single, LRT member out there, so that we can move freely throughout the station. Yeah, that would be extremely helpful.
I could do that. I'll give you contact. Provide the preferred aliases there. The names don't matter as much as the clearance codes. You can still go by Choke and Impulse and Clarity and nobody's gonna think twice. I'll get the codes. If you prefer a new alias, I can provide one.
I feel like Choke's already established for the fight rings. You don't really want to change it now, right? That really, muddies things up a little bit.
Yeah, no, branding is really hard.
Right? Yeah. If it's doable, I think we'd all prefer to keep our current nom de plumes. Is that fair to say?
Unless you want to give me one of your long blonde wigs, and then I'll be Klaxon. I can change it up.
Unfortunately, darling, this is the one that I have. Okay? Maybe later.
I thought Swin was going to set you up.
It's still a little bit of a sensitive subject, okay?
Sorry.
It's okay. You didn't know.
Goes and gets the equivalent of a White Claw out of the fridge and brings it over.
Thank you.
I can provide that. Is there anything else?
We need some medical supplies.
What kind?
Yeah.
Klaxon just starts like, a neuro emitter, the bits and bobs we'll need to put her cybernetic chip in.
The chip installing kind.
Right. I can put you in good contact with a medical supplier that we use. You can get what you need from them.
And then, and Klax doesn't actually talk to the hologram. He kind of leans into to Impulse and is like, living arrangements.
And it would be very helpful, given that I'm sure you want your employees to be comfortable and able to rest to their full capacity in between jobs. Help finding appropriate accommodations would be extremely helpful as well. Given that I'm sure you know that this high-tech doodad that you brought in came to a one-room shack.
It's almost the size of the room.
I'll assist where I can, but I can't provide you with too much. If you're going to make this transition seem legitimate, if you're actually planning on moving up, too much work on my end may raise some flags in the LSF systems.
We just
We're
need
not
you to point us
talking-
in the right direction.
Yeah, we're not talking violet ring, love. Jeez.
Go ahead and roll.
It's weird hearing just regular you as the robot.
Leave it though. No,
I
it's
forgot
No.
that it's on. No. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll. Do you have a skill? Maybe like a persuade?
Well, so I'm trained in all social interactions.
Okay.
But let me see if I have. So, and yeah, and I am trained specifically in persuasion. Demeanor of command, encouragement, terrifying presence. Maybe fast talk? I don't know. Well, when speaking with an intelligent creature who can understand you and is not hostile, you can convince that creature to take one reasonable action. The reasonable action must be agreed upon by the GM. You can't put the creature or its allies in obvious danger. I don't know if that necessarily applies.
I'll allow it.
Okay, so I'm trained, which brings it down one, right?
Okay. Yeah, that'll bring it down to 1.
Okay, and then if I spend the intellect point here, but I have edge in intellect, so if it's to spend 1, I don't have to spend any, right? I'm
Yes.
learning
Yeah, yeah.
Cypher. Okay. Okay, so I don't spend it, but I spend it, but I don't.
Okay.
And I
The
roll.
difficulty for dragon is a 6.
Okay.
So that'll bring it down by 2.
Yes.
Okay. So it's a 4.
A 4. So that's technically a 12 or higher, right?
Yeah. Do you want to spend effort too?
Maybe.
If you have edge in this, your effort costs less as well.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So I would spend 2 or 1?
You spend 2 points. Yeah.
2 points. Okay.
Easy peasy.
Okay, so it's down to a 2 now? Or 3? It's down to 3 with effort?
What did I say? It was a 6.
It was a 6.
Yeah,
went
3.
down.
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah, so you have to roll 9 or higher.
9 or higher. Okay. Okay.
You got it.
Come on. Shaman. Oh, whoa. Why didn't you do that? Roll, please. $13.
13. Okay. With 13, I think he pauses for a second. He says,
I may have a place in mind.
We are very much obliged.
You front some of the expenses.
Of course.
I'll get everything set up.
I feel like this is the beginning of a beautiful work partnership.
As for the details of this plan, I'll put you in contact. Everything that you will be coordinating should be through Yule. She's new to our organization, but we've had our eye on her for a while. Know that one of the reasons I'm putting her in charge of your team is that she is also relatively unconnected to our organization now. If you do anything to mess this up, if you turn against us, you're putting her at risk too. And I know you all aren't heartless killers, or the type to want to ruin some innocent person's life, but you've spent some time with Yule Insane.
They're fine folks.
Just consider their futures in all of this. The first stage of our plan has been compromising LSF. They've been a thorn in our side for decades now, so we don't know how just yet. Trying to get some people on the inside, trying to somehow diminish their response should the rioting and the revolution begin. Stage 2 is sabotaging the VAT clone workforce that LSF or that the Lunatech companies rely on.
The what clone?
VAT clones.
VAT
You're not familiar
clones?
with them.
Are we familiar with them?
Homegrown humans.
Oh.
You don't mean like skins. You mean like clones.
LSF or Lunatech contributed to the skin technologies, but they went up a notch. No human pilots, no conscious pilots, mindless, obedient drone workforce. Organics that do their jobs without complaint. It's horrifying.
Yeah, I'd say.
Sabotaging that, ending the production of these clones would, well, deal a significant blow to Lunatech as well. We've also been working on breaking down their negotiation with the Earth Corps. Their relationships are strained, but still present. Lunatech has resisted influence by the Earth Corp conglomerates, specifically by the bargainings and approaches of one group called Shadow. We've intercepted communications over the last few decades regarding Shadow approaching Unicorn and other Lunatech officials. They've turned them down for some reason, choosing to maintain their independence from this overlord corporation's rule. We want to see that get worse. That's where I feel our interests might align there, as it doesn't seem that you are friendly towards this Shadow organization.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of see Shadow, like, die.
Yeeted
Well,
into the sun would be great.
I can't say we can deal with that as part of this plan, but once Lunatech is dealt with, I believe we'll have the resources to rally the cause in that direction. Shadow does seem to be your greatest obstacle to returning home. Fourth part is capturing the mining operations. Moonside poses some difficulties. We've debated this part of the plan for some time, my ranking officers. Some wanting to send in a small strike team, some wanting to lay siege to it. It's heavily guarded. I'm hoping you might have some insight on how to deal with this. Some of you having military training, and some of you having raw power. And last would be to sway the people to the WRM's cause. We don't have a lot of public support due to a lot of propaganda that has been disseminated by Lunatech media conglomerates. Part of this movement is getting them on our side. If not most of it.
I'm
And that's it.
impressed. This is rather thorough.
I've been working on this for a long time. That's all I have for now.
Oh, excuse me.
Continue.
Were you hoping that these could be done step by step, or are you opposed to any of them being done in tandem or simultaneously?
I have agents concurrently working on all of these projects. We've hit various snags in different stages of development. I'll put you in contact with them. You see what you can do to get them moving again. I don't think we need to accomplish these in any given order. Each one of these is a pillar of Lunatech's operations. They all need to be dismantled. But it doesn't quite matter which order they're done in. If you can see some advantage to tackling one of these problems first, I'll leave that to your discretion.
I think the order in which we tackle these may actually make or break the entire endeavor.
I'll trust your judgment there, then. I'll leave it to you to discuss. Collaborate with Yule. She'll report to me. I've included a couple of things in this compartment for you as well. Tokens of my appreciation for a job well done.
I would say I'm not used to strange individuals giving me gifts, but that would be a bold-faced lie.
I look forward to working with you.
Strangely, likewise.
We'll speak soon. The communication.
Ends. So turn off the voice mod.
Siri, Siri, end the call.
Siri, end the call. Siri, hang up. Hang up. You just get like at the end of the call.
I'm sorry, Mom. I just had to talk to a few people. Yeah, I've got to handle. No, I'll eat the pizza rolls later. I promise.
Phoebus, is that you?
Okay. As the kind of the lights display, the pyrotechnics die down to this whatever was going on with this box. You look inside, and there are a couple of objects in there. There are 4 ciphers in this box. Presumably one for each of you, though you could divvy them up differently. I don't think any of you are near your cipher limit just yet.
I don't think I have a cipher.
I think Clarity's the only one that has one.
Yeah, I think Claire is the only one that's got one too.
I got nada.
Is everybody's
somebody
limit
have something-
2?
Mine's 2.
Oh, you have
Oh,
3?
no, Claire has
Aw.
Yeah.
All right, you fancy.
So yeah, the ciphers, because I was going to give out some of these last time I didn't, so I'm doing them all this session. So the way that the ciphers works, I'm mostly going to be using manifest ciphers in this game, because the other options are some of the more innate stuff, which kind of acts with more like blessings and are more for like a fantasy setting sort of thing. May use some of those, but for right now, these are gadgets pretty much. Typically, you would need to identify the cipher, because you can find ciphers on people's bodies and searching through stuff. I mean, you'll find them all over the place. Does somebody have? I want to say Clarity has a identify cipher skill. Do you not have identify as a skill?
I have scan as a skill.
What does that give you?
That's really long. You can scan an area equal in size to 10-foot cube, including all objects or creatures within that area. The area must be within short range. Scanning a creature or object always reveals its level. You also learn whatever facts the GM feels are pertinent about the matter and energy in that area. Has an example. However, the ability doesn't tell you what the information means. Thus, in the first example, you don't know what the metal and plastic device does. In the second, you don't know if stepping on the floor causes a cylinder to release the gas. And the third, it's an action. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, you are trained in identifying, though.
And if it's a machine, I've got that covered. Understanding machines, identifying and understanding machines.
Oh yeah, I am trained in identifying.
Okay.
And also
either of
finding
them-
something new.
Okay. Either of those work, and you have a computer. What I will say. So, as far as the difficulty for all these, so I rolled for all these ahead of time. These roll randomly rolled ciphers. I'll go if you want to use your scan ability. I'll tell you what the level of each of the ciphers are, and I'll describe them to you. And then you can I'll give you the level, like a brief description, and then you guys can attempt to identify them too if you want.
Okay, I'll use my scan ability then, which is 2 intellect points.
Okay, so you spend that, and you can subtract your edge from that too.
My edge is 2.
Okay, you get to do it for free. Damn, that's good. You're just always scanning stuff. So
Like having a wizard in the
can-
party.
So yeah, you scan these 4 devices as you take them out of the box. None of them seeming like they're going to harm you just from holding them. One of them is a sword. Not like the fantasy sense. It is like has kind of like a black sheath. Is like something close. It's like the length of like a longer dagger almost, like about a foot and a half. It just has a like a monochromatic black design to it. The pommel of the sword, or the grip of it, is like a carbon mesh. So it has like a little bit of give to it, but it's still pretty firm. And then the blade itself is like a razor's edge, very thin, and it looks pretty deadly. It has some cybernetics in it. There's some sort of attack with it. You're not exactly sure what it is. Its level is a 6. There's another one. The second device you pull out is this little box, and then inside the box is a tiny little, this looks like a bumblebee, a little robot bumblebee. And this level's also
to the 90s movie Richie Rich.
This is also a level 6.
Bumblebot.
I was thinking about that Black Mirror episode.
That's a little more topical than mine. This is fair.
The third one looks like a grenade. I can't give you any more description than it looks like a grenade. You don't know what kind of grenade. Just looks like one. It's a level 5. And the third one, it looks like some sort of gauntlet or wrist device that would kind of like strap over your wrist and forearm, and then has some attachments that go up to the fingers that would bend along with them. That is a level 7. So the checks for identifying these are based on their levels. Now, since Clarity, you are trained in identifying. You have your wrist computer, so that gives you an asset. So that's 2 off the bat, 2 steps you can reduce this by. Can
we work together?
I was gonna say, I think you can also provide an asset by assisting her with it, since you have training as well.
Cool.
So that'll reduce it by 3.
Can I give pep talk?
Oh yeah, you've got a pep talk thing to give an asset. Is that something you have to spend something for, or you get to do it for free?
I do have to spend something for it, but because of my edge, I don't have to spend anything for it.
Perfect. We're 3 sessions in this game, and you guys already got to do half of your stuff for free now. I love the system. Yeah, perfect. So you can reduce it by 4. All of these through your powers combined. Unless Choke, you also have something you can contribute here.
Hold on.
Holding.
Hold, please.
Holding.
I have 2 guns.
Perfect. You can reduce the difficulty of
I'll
these
hold
by
the flashlight.
There you go.
So when I say 4, okay.
Is that not helping?
Spiderbot hands the
You know what?
flashlight over.
I have
It's helping a lot, honey. All right.
You sound like
So
my
we'll
dad.
we'll do the check for the sword first. So it's gonna be difficulty 2. You have to roll a 6 or higher.
Okay.
You can also spend effort on these if you want to, but to reduce it further.
Who wants to do that?
Because I get the
Who wants
feeling
to
we're all
try?
about to be making some recovery rolls.
Probably.
Oh, what the? There we go. Got a 9.
Okay, you succeed on that one. So what I'm going to tell you is the name of the cipher itself, in case you want to look it up in the book, and then I'm going to tell you what I named it because this is cyberpunk. So this is a Deathbringer. I called it the Neural Disruptor Vibroblade.
Because Deathbringer wasn't punk enough, I guess.
The
Yeah.
Neuro Disruptor.
Neural Disruptor Vibroblade.
Vibro We need the
You can
blade part because that could be a very unfortunate confusion if we didn't have that there.
Yes.
I mean, those could be considered neural disruptors.
Mhm.
The description for this is in the book, and I will give it to you if you want it, so don't feel like you have to write this down. Like I said, it's level 6. And a reminder, all ciphers are 1 use. So, for the next minute, when the user strikes an NPC or creature of the cipher level or lower, they can choose to make a second attack roll. If the second attack roll is a success, the target is killed. If the target is a PC, the character instead moves down 1 stage on the damage track. So this is a level 6. You can automatically kill anything of level 5 or no, I say the cipher level, a level 6 or lower, if you hit on that second attack. So, but it only lasts for a minute.
The Vorpal sword.
Essentially.
Purple blade.
Yeah. But Neural Disruptor Vibroblade is what I went with. The NDVB.
Why did you put those letters together in a string?
Because I could. That's the sound the sword makes too when you turn it on. NDVB.
Hello,
right,
welcome to Radio NDVB.
The
I can't
second
even say them in
little
the right
bug,
order.
If you want to make another check clarity.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and identify all these, and then we'll do our reaction shots to you guys deciding what you want to do with them.
I got a 16.
Perfect. This is the cipher is spy, but I have called it the insect scout drone. Level 6 produces a tiny spying object, which it is a tiny spying object, that resists detection as a level 8 creature. The object moves at great speed, mapping and scanning an unknown area. It moves 500 feet per level. So that is a lot. Times 500 times 6 is 3,000. Scanning an area up to 50 feet away from it. It identifies basic layout creatures and major energy sources. Its movement is blocked by any physical or energy barrier. At the end of its mapping run, it returns to the user and reports. If it discovers a predefined target during its run, such as a creature of level 5 or higher, or a locked door, or a major energy source, or so on, it detonates instead, dealing damage equal to the cipher's level to all creatures and objects in a short range.
So it's a spy and it self-destructs.
Yeah. You can send it in to scout out an area, or you can send it in to blow up something specific in there. Yeah.
If it doesn't self-destruct, we can turn it into a cute bumblebee brooch.
Exactly.
Very chic.
All right. The third one, the grenade, is level 5, so you just have to roll 3 or higher.
Okay. I gotta roll the 3.
Woo! All right.
All right. This is the cipher is detonation pressure, because there's different detonations that do different things, but that is this cipher. I have called it uncreatively a pressure grenade, because it projects a small physical explosive up to a long distance away that explodes in an immediate radius, inflicting impact damage equal to the cipher's level, which is 5. Also moves unattended objects out of the area if they weigh less than 20 pounds per cipher level. So 100 pounds. Big ol' explosion.
Big bada boom.
Mm-hmm. All right, the last one is the level 7, so this is going to be the hardest to figure out. So this is going to be a 3, which will be a 9 or higher to identify it, unless you want to spend effort.
You got this. You got this.
That was a 6.
I don't remember what the rule is for. You can redo a roll if you want. There's a rule for redoing that. I'm going to find it real quick. how to play game. Retrying a task after a failure. If a character fails a task, they can attempt it again. They must apply at least one level of effort when retrying the task. The retry is a new action. I'd say a retry is possible here, so because you're not under a time constraint.
We're just
So you do have to spend a level of effort here.
Okay.
Maybe
So-
spend more than that to lower that even more.
If your effort level is 1 right now,
It's
what
one.
is your... Yeah, so you can only apply 1 level of effort anyway.
Got it.
So,
Okay. Well, might as well try.
go for it.
I got 1.
Oh.
shit.
Oof.
No.
I was double checking.
Oh no.
'Cause- Again, must find-
Like explode or anything, does it?
No, I think the only deal is that you can keep retrying it. You just have to keep spending effort. So you're gonna keep draining from your pool if you want to keep trying it.
Does Klax also have identify?
Yes.
Yeah, you want me to roll?
So we don't keep draining.
We're
forward.
probably planning on like taking some time to recover after this too.
It's true.
You guys could do some recovery rolls too if you want.
It's been a long day.
All right. So that would come off of intellect.
If everything is the same, it's going to be 4. So you're just... This is your first roll. So you're going to roll... If you're not spending any effort on this first one, you don't have to. But you can spend effort to reduce it to a 2 instead, where you only have to roll 6 or higher.
Let's do that.
Okay.
All right. And so then I
So that is
spend
off
out of
intellect.
off the intellect.
Yeah. You have to spend 3 unless you have edge.
Do not. Okay. And then the roll 20. Okay, that didn't work. This roll 20. There it is. And it didn't go. Right? Is that not what I'm... why is it? There we go. Now I'm figuring it out. 17.
Okay. I rolled a couple in there, but yeah, I can see the 7. It said 37
Oh,
for a
it's-
moment, so it's like...
It's adding them up. So it's like his last roll was the 18, and then the next roll was 17, and it's totaling all the rolls he's
Yeah.
making.
Yeah. Okay.
I get rid of it.
So
Okay.
the
So funny.
that is enough on this one. The last device is an attractor, but I've called it the Magno Pulse Gauntlet. And what it does is one unanchored item of the user's size or smaller within long range, or very long range with the cipher's level 8 or higher. It's not, so it's just long range, is drawn immediately to them. This takes 1 round. The item has no momentum when it arrives.
Any object? It doesn't have to be
Of
metal.
yours, yeah, any object of your size or smaller. From a long range, which is like, I want to say it's like 100 something feet.
And it does not have momentum, so it's not like this huge boulder is going to come flying into your
It's
hand
like
and break your arm off.
using
Yeah.
the
Okay.
force.
It's like using the force, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it just arrives nice and easy, and yeah.
But what are you calling
But
it?
it's the Magno Pulse Gauntlet,
Oh.
which I realize is because it's Magno. You thought it was, yeah, it could be metal, but no, it's. So yeah, those are your 4 items. Two things go boom, one thing goes stab. One thing pull things towards you.
Well. These are some of the nicer presents I've received from strange people.
Strange cult leaders.
No, these were the best. What, you think the worm's a cult?
Some kind of resistance cells and whatnot. It's obviously some kind of movement, which needs.
A movement and a cult are two very different things.
No offense, Klaxon, but I think that you think that any group that's bigger than like 4 people is a cult.
Yeah,
I
kind of.
was kind of in a cult.
See?
See, that's fair though, because a cult has like a charismatic leader who everyone follows and thinks can do no wrong, and everyone will do like outrageous things for.
So Dragon's a demagogue.
I wasn't really picking up on that.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out. But I think it's our best option.
I think it's our only option.
Plus, he
Other
doesn't seem
than-
like a big dick like Apollo.
Right?
Did Apollo seem like a dick to you guys?
Yes.
But in Warlock, Apollo, yeah, both of them. Never mind.
Both of them were
Yeah.
dicks.
Mm.
Oh.
But again, they were technically the same person.
I mean, I always thought he was cool until he tried to get me to kill my sister, so.
See deep down.
Yeah. Kind of a
always
dick.
So, like, who wants what?
The vibro blade doesn't really seem like my cup of tea, to be perfectly honest. So, y'all can have fun with that one.
I mean, that guy is cool. He points at the bee.
Spiderbot can have a friend for a very short amount of time.
I mean,
I'm
that-
sure we can at least like fix him up afterwards. He can fly around the apartment.
Have
Yeah,
add
just for
flavor to
fun.
the Bumblebot.
That does seem more up your alley, Klax, if I have to say. Definitely on brand.
All right.
I kind of want to use the Force.
Oh, honey, who doesn't? Be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Go for it.
Can you use your invisibility thing and the gauntlet thing at the same time?
That's what I was wondering.
You could haunt the shit out of people.
Just turn invisible and then just like bring stuff to me.
I
Yeah.
don't know why it's the first thing I thought of.
That's awesome.
Impulse?
I already said the Deathbringer thingy is not really. I don't feel like it would really get its full. It wouldn't really get to live its best life in my hands.
Why don't
know
you
what
just
I
give
mean?
that one to me?
Okay, yeah, you can have it. And I get the grenade!
Okay.
Yay!
Are we sure? Are we sure about that one?
Klaxon shrugs.
What's the name of the Magno? The Magno.
Pulse
Magno Pulse Gauntlet.
Okay.
How about you just go on and copy and paste that old text into the Discord server?
All right.
We on the break we can do it too.
Nah.
I'll do it. I think we're gonna take our break right now.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, so perfect timing. So I'll put this in the channel for y'all. And you guys can take a look at it. And we'll come back for you guys to figure out how you're going to tackle these tasks that have been given to you by Dragon, because this is very like kind of open-ended at this point. You guys get to figure things out. I'm not like, this isn't our typical mission setup where there's a bunch of steps that you need to do. Big open world for y'all to explore, baby. So it'll be good. And your quest to take down Blaze Unicorn.
Okay,
running.
handsome Jack.
I'm running with scissors here.
No, I really, I don't know if you figured it, if anyone else figured it out, but it's my homage to Maximilian Pegasus. I was just gonna name him Maximilian Pegasus. I said no. I googled words that were near like Maximilian. Blaze was on that list. Unicorn was close to Pegasus.
And
Wait
I'm
till you hear his
so
voice.
proud of you.
and the list was pretentious names. Maximilius and Blaze.
And Blaze. So yeah.
Oh, man.
Yugi boy.
You boy. All right. We're going to go and take a break, everyone. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in a couple minutes to see what everyone wants to do. Hello, Internet. Welcome back. Savannah got really aggressive there.
Somebody
At the
cracked
end
a
of the
can.
countdown. I did. I regret it.
I wouldn't yell at any of the rest of you like that.
I'm scared, but we're back.
Hi, scared. I'm
so
savvy.
You're in a mood today.
I know.
You guys
You
have just
invited me.
opened up your goodie bag from Dragon of gifts. I believe Choke got a fancy new sword. Clarity got a magnet gauntlet. Klaxon got a bee drone.
And I got a grenade!
And Impulse got a grenade.
The jury's still
And
out
I got
on that
a
one.
rock.
I'm nervous about Impulse having a grenade.
She already has other grenades. This
I
is just
know,
an
and I'm nervous
extra
about
grenade.
those too.
Yeah.
All I could think of is Anchorman. Ah! Ah! Where'd you get a grenade?
Oh my god, I haven't thought about that in so long.
So you have this plan from Dragon. You've been given this opportunity, and now a path for you to follow to potentially get back home. But there's a lot to do, and you guys have spent a long day killing people. So what would you like to do right now?
Maybe do some recovery.
Take a nap.
Yeah.
We take a break.
Let's go upstairs.
You guys want to
Run
do
away
some recovery
with
rolls?
me to the hammock.
I love it.
Yes, please.
How does recovery work again? I haven't done it before. I don't think.
So
There is a recovery section on your sheet.
Mhm.
I know,
near
because
the
I
bottom of
made
your
it.
sheet, it's a section with 4 recovery rolls that you can make. You click off one of those and you roll a d6. So there's 4 stages to recovery. The first time you do it, it is 1 action. Second time you do it, it's 10 minutes. Third time you do it, it's 1 hour. Fourth time you do it, it's 10 hours. You can do them all in a row. You can do them throughout the day. You can do them in combat if you get, if you still have your action one available. And you roll a d6 and you add your tier. I think you're all still tier 1. Some of you might have additional things that let you add more to your recovery rolls or not. But for most of you, it's going to be 1d6 plus your tier. So you roll that, and whatever that number is, you can distribute that amongst the pools. Those points amongst your pools to try to get them back up to full.
Can you get effort back that way too?
Your effort doesn't go away. Your effort
Oh.
stays at where it's at. Was
No,
there
but
something you were confused about?
so I spent effort.
So you used. So if you have 1 in your
Okay.
effort, that means That means you can only apply 1 level of effort to any check that you are making. So if your level of effort is 2, then you can use effort twice on a single roll.
Okay.
The higher effort is, the more you can exert and spend points to get to bring that roll difficulty down lower.
That makes more sense to me now.
Yeah. that is a static number. Effort you're just spending from whatever pool you were using to make that check.
Cool.
So the only things that are going down for you right now are might, speed, intellect. I don't know how far all of you are into those for each one of you, but you guys have a choice right now. If you're wanting to go ahead and just like call this like a full night's rest and go ahead and planning on taking up to 10 hours of sleep, 10 hours of rest and recuperation, you can go ahead and spend all of those. You can roll 46 plus your 4 times your tier, so 4 for all of you, I think. 46 plus 4, and go ahead and allocate those points. That'll be a long rest, and your recovery rolls come back.
We just call it a night and plan tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally
If you
on
wanted
board
to
with
do
that.
anything else today, you could do 3 and then wait to do your 10-hour one until you're ready to go to
It's
sleep.
pretty
But,
late already, though, right?
probably. It's been a long day.
Just been a while.
You guys have been doing a lot of planning.
Sorry.
We've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
let's
so
do it.
Go ahead and
Let's
do
go
that.
to bed.
Everybody go and roll your
We're
dice.
all
and
here
do
in
your
the same
pools and all
place. We can
that.
hang up the hammocks.
So we're basically rolling 46 and adding 4 because we're gonna do all of them, right?
Mm-hmm. Except
Yes,
Choke gets up
yeah.
really early because in this universe she doesn't need as much sleep.
Nice.
Can't reach my last dice because it's behind a bar.
No.
There we go.
Is there?
Same problem.
Oh, I rolled a lot.
8, 14, 18.
Woohoo!
I technically got 22.
I only need to do like. I only have like 2 used things in my intellect pool now.
Some of us needed it more than others.
Yeah.
Some of us were being shot at earlier in the day.
This is true.
Some of you have had rougher days than others. Okay. Need me to give you guys a bit longer to allocate those? Is everyone back up to full?
I think we should all be up to full.
Yeah.
Yeah, full.
I was gonna say, based on these rolls, if we were missing that many points, we might have had a problem.
So now that you have checked off all 4 of those, up to the 10-hour, once you've taken your 10-hour rest, you can clear them all. When you wake up the next day, you're able to do you're back up to your short rest again. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So in this system, there's no like long rest to get everything back. It's you rest until you hit the 10 hours, and then if you're still missing anything, you can rest some more the next day, or you can keep on trucking on.
So can I repeat my understanding back to you to make sure I understand?
Of course.
We got 4 dots every day.
Yes.
I can go up to the 10-hour dot every day. At the beginning of the next day, I can start over.
As far as my understanding goes.
Okay.
That's how it works. Someone might correct me later. I might be wrong, but
That's
that's my understanding of how it
It's
works.
just helpful for me to be like, this is what I think you just said to me.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So you all rest for the evening. You wake up the next day, and all of you have some encrypted messages on your data pad, including essentially like a link that installs which Clarity can check ahead of time, but seems to be coming from a encrypted source that seems to be relaying from some worm informants that you have, or contacts, and it's essentially their app that you can use to contact other members of the group that you need to be in contact with. And there are a few, like, some information put in there, as well as like a rundown of what Dragon has told you already. There are a few contacts, including Zane and Yule. You can reach them through this. The doctor or the medical supplier that he mentioned, and a real estate broker as well.
I think that Clarity is just gonna spam a bunch of emojis at Zane.
Okay.
That's the best buds in the making, and I love it.
Zane just replies with emojis in turn, and just like, OMG, you're on here too.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Exciting. Yay. Lots of party emojis.
Yeah. And then like Yule comes on and says, this chat is for mission correspondence only. Let's try to keep things professional. Winky face.
Nice.
Got it. Sorry.
So you have a little bit of morning chats. What is your guys' plan? I think some discussion is needed amongst the four of you.
Broker.
Yeah, new house and new brain.
Broker, brain.
So I slide the communications box into a corner and put like a tablecloth type thing over it and put something on top of it, like a vase or, you know, a terrarium of cobwebs. Just something that everybody's going to be like, okay, whatever that is, I don't care. It's somebody else.
Yeah.
It's somebody else's problem drive.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to go? You call this broker that you've been given the contact for. It's more interesting, I think, when I crowdsource the names here. Cyberpunk real estate broker. You guys don't get to invent contacts in the system, so I want to do this.
Glenn Matthews.
Glenn Matthews.
Can they have
You're just
like,
bringing
can
in
they have
your
like a nickname,
your
like a more
mask character.
cyberpunky nickname?
Was that just your Bass character name? Am I wrong in thinking that?
No, Glenn Matthews is the janitor from Scrubs.
Oh boy! Oh, Glenn Matthews. I said Gwen.
No.
Like Gwen Stacy. I don't know why.
Still
I thought
not her mask character name.
No, I know it wasn't. That's where I connected on that.
Yeah, I mean, she looked like Gwen Stacy, so.
Yeah, that's where I connected.
Elaine.
Glenn Matthews.
Glenn the
Elaine.
like it's something that he uses in his
Listen, you guys are just making my
advertising.
dad. My dad works in real estate and his name is Glenn. I'm not just going to play my
Yes,
dad.
no, yes. This is your dad. Please.
Glenn, who is your daddy?
Glenn, Daddy, Matthews.
Not doing that. We'll go with Glenn Matthews. And I guess this is my dad.
And I guess he's my dad now.
For everyone at home, Val's dad looks like the Trivago guy.
Yes, he does.
You all have seen a picture of him. He looks like the Trivago guy, like straight up.
Conversation.
True Val fact, Val's dad is the Trivago guy.
Val's dad's a Trivago guy.
I did just put in my note, Glenn Matthews, dad.
Dad?
Dad?
That's gonna be confusing in like 3 weeks.
You give a call and it rings a few times and finally picks up and goes, "Hello.
Hi, is this Glenn?
Yes, it is. Who's calling?"
Hi, my name's Impulse. We got your information from An associate of ours.
Oh, right. Hold on. One second. You hear some like shuffling, and then like hear an office door close.
I'm gonna cry.
Puts you on speaker. Right. I heard about this morning. Mutual contact. Gotcha. So what are you looking for?
Well, we are thinking at least a 4-bedroom. I mean, the 4th bedroom could convert into an office space, so I mean that's totally fine too. But you know, we have this particular price range block, and well, we were hoping you could help us out.
Please don't send this to my dad. He goes, right, okay. You know, I have a few areas that we can take a look at. Why don't you come by my office? You say 4 bedrooms, right?
Oh, that would be ideal. Okay. Yes.
Are you looking for like single floor, like walk up, something with more like open concept area?
Oh, I mean, everyone loves an open concept, right?
Is this a work?
It's going to be a work-live situation, yes. So
okay.
we'll definitely be working from home.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'll get on this right away. I'll start looking at a few things. I have a few places rolling around right now, so I'll take a look at that. Why don't you come by my office? Let's say this afternoon work tomorrow.
Why don't we say tomorrow? That
Tomorrow.
way we can make some arrangements to get up there. Where exactly are you located?
I'll send you my my address once we get off the call. Yeah, I'll get that to you. So tomorrow morning.
Great.
Say 10 o'clock. Okay. Great.
10 sounds great.
All right. Looking forward to meeting you. Impulse, right?
Yes, Impulse.
Spelled like it sounds?
Spelled like it sounds.
Great. All right. Well, thank you, Impulse, and I'm looking forward to working with you tomorrow.
Us too, Glenn. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye now.
I feel like I'm dissociating.
That was one of the most wholesome interactions I've ever had, barring Claire.
And it better stay wholesome because I'm not letting any of you flirt with my dad NPC.
My dad NPC is off limits.
You can say that here, but I can write fanfic all I want. You'll never know.
Yes.
The thing is, I've listened to so many one-sided,
mind, Val.
so many one-sided conversations over my 30 years of my dad in his office talking to people on conference, and so yeah, I do that all day.
Honestly,
Sounds like it sounds so
honestly,
good.
you didn't smile enough.
Ooh.
No, that's not when he's on the phone. Like in his, no, it's not. It's like the second call he gets into with clients and stuff. He really starts schmoozing. That'll be like tomorrow when you guys start.
Such a salesman.
Yeah.
I am not. I don't know if y'all can tell I'm being serious. I am not joking. That was like fucking uncanny for me.
I was watching your reaction and just started like crying, laughing just from your reaction alone.
Well, it's bad enough because you look so much like your dad. Like, and by bad I mean very good.
I feel just dirty all over.
No.
Oh man.
I'm gonna tell your daddy's a character in our game.
Do it.
We should just get that clip and just send it to him.
I've already
marked
done
it.
marker. Dad?
I'm gonna send it.
His first question is going to be, "What's that on your face?" He's going to be. I'm going to take 10 minutes to explain what I did here, and then we're going to actually get to. And then he's going to ask a billion questions about, now who's that? Who's that? And what's this game? So okay.
Did Savannah cut her hair?
Is that a wig? Oh.
No, just pulled it back, Dad. Oh.
Don't clip this part.
What's the other thing he always says to me? You're looking very healthy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I
You
love
look
your
good.
dad.
You
Oh
look
my
good.
God.
You're looking healthy, and I'm glad.
That's
We've-
cult talk. That is cult talk right there. I'm telling you.
God.
He's so wholesome.
Good.
Dad, if you're
So
out
good.
there somewhere, we love you. You're great and we love you.
Never
He'll
change.
never watch this. We could have 1 million people in the audience and he would be like, "No, what's the website again?
Yeah.
Can I get that on Xfinity?" No, your mom canceled Xfinity.
Phew.
Oh, so good. So good.
Okay, so you've done that conversation.
Yes, and I said
Exactly.
tomorrow.
For 10 minutes talking about your dad.
I said tomorrow because I'm assuming that he probably does not have an office here in the Green Ring, so we need
No.
our arrangements together to travel to, I would assume, either the Indigo or Violet Rings. So we need to do that today too. Oh, I play these games so I can take my mind off of doing errands. We have to do errands in this game. Oh,
I need you to drive me to the doctor.
we have to
we
go
can
pick up your
skip
passport
over-
first. God. No.
We can skip over as much or as little as you guys want.
I say we do brain stuff last.
Okay.
Just in
The pa-
case I need to sleep it off.
The passport stuff is easy. The credentials that you need. Now you got passport in my head. Just
Sorry.
the access codes that you need can be provided to you. Is anyone having a new alias that they're going by in season 2? Nobody's gonna fuck with me like that. Thanks.
Stick with what you know. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I realized I gave you guys that opportunity and then I immediately regretted it. Because I already forget your guys' names as it is. So, yes.
We're
you,
already
you
all
get-
not going by our real names, so we all already have at least 2 names. Impulse
Yeah.
has more for sure.
At least 2 aliases.
I think
yeah.
I think we're good.
Okay. So, you all have your new access codes, which is, I mean, it's basically all of your information as it was before. Everything's fine. Like, none of that's changed. Everything's also done, like, a little bit, like, you're like an inch taller, an inch shorter than you were before. Your eye colors are like a little bit off. If it was brown before, maybe it's green now, or hazel or something. Just enough that like it wouldn't be picked up on any sweeps. And then your identification codes are different. And all of your pictures just have tiny little mustaches on them. So
God damn it.
yeah, so you have this.
Excellent. So we have access codes. We have a realtor appointment tomorrow at 10. Ugh, I'm already tired and we barely started the day. Okay, what's next?
Sleep? Or are we just waking up?
It's like 11:30.
You guys, this is after you guys have slept.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
This is the next day. Okay, that's what I just
I thought you
asked.
meant like we did those 2 things. Woo, I'm pooped. Time to go to
Yeah.
bed. I was like, what? We just got out.
Listen. Errands are hard.
Errands are really hard.
I say medical supplier,
Yes.
because we're just gonna buy some stuff.
Perfect. We hit up that guy. Or gal. Or folks.
We hit up those folks.
Those folks.
Medical supplies.
Medical supplies. What do I want to do with these people? Okay. Yeah. You go to you're given an address for a sort of like back alley doctor here in the G ring, and you follow the address over there with Choke, and you come in like around a few buildings to like an unlisted storefront, which by all intents and purposes would seem to be closed. It's kind of shuttered. And the only thing that indicates that it is currently open is there's a small neon sign in the window that wouldn't be for like it just has like the medical staff. I forgot what the
Snakes.
Atticus?
Atticus. Yes.
Catechus. Or
Caduceus.
Caduceus. I can't remember.
Caduceus. I don't know how to say it. That's why I didn't try to say it. Yeah, it's the staff, the snakes, the doctor thing. Just got a little like neon sign up at the corner there. Knock on it a couple of times as you come up, and there's an intercom, and comes over kind of crackling a bit. It says, "Hello."
Hi. We were told that we could procure some items from you from a mutual acquaintance.
Who would this mutual acquaintance be?
Well, their name implies a large, scaly reptilian sort of creature.
Right, gotcha. You're the ones. One of your names Choke by chance? Gotcha. Okay, cool. 1 second, and you hear like a and then a couple of like locks ongoing, and the door swings open. You see in front of you a kind of a shorter, wiry gentleman, kind of very pale skin, looks a lot like a friend of yours.
Why do
Spitting
you
image
look
of
like
Scooter.
Is this Moon Scooter? You gave us a Moon Scooter?
I'm sorry, what's a moon scooter?
Oh no, that was Sid talking to Val.
Do you
I
know
just got
anyone
really
named
Oh,
excited.
Scooter?
everything's in character now. Sorry?
I'm sorry. Wait.
Do you know a man named Scooter? Klaxon, does he have a different name? Or is he just Scooter?
I mean, I always knew him as Scoots. I mean, her Scooter. It's uncanny, right? Y'all seeing this? It's not just.
You look exactly like a friend of ours.
Oh, right. Yeah, from San Angeles.
Yes. Oh my god.
It's like a third cousin of mine. I haven't seen him in a long time.
No
The
shit.
resemblance is frankly terrifying. Wow.
We haven't seen each other since we were kids and don't really do a lot of reunions. My name's Razor.
God damn you. Of course it is. Okay.
I walk away.
Because he's a doctor, and it worked so well.
It's just ever so punny.
Because, you know, the number one tool that you think of when you think of doctors is razors.
Well, if you guys
It's
had asked for a
razors.
barber first, this would have worked better, but you asked for a doctor.
The double entendre of the scooter, the Razor scooter. It was beautiful, man.
So, you're a doctor.
Yes. Well, technically, I was a doctor.
Sure. You know what? It's good enough.
Mostly I sell medical supplies and some other things now.
Right.
Definitely works for our purposes.
We've...
If you need a teeth pulled, I can do that too.
Nope. Mine are great, actually.
Klaxon tightens his mouth even tighter.
I'm pretty sure... Sorry, I was having a big flashback to when I think we almost pulled out I almost pulled out one of your teeth one time. And I'm trying to remember...
Yes,
It was
you were trying to
it was gonna
fake
be
Klaxon.
impulses.
Oh, was it going to be impulses? It was trying to fake somebody's death, wasn't it?
Oh, she was gonna offer because she felt bad.
I'm pretty sure I got halfway to pulling out Impulse's tooth one time. I just had like a weird flashback to... Why does this sound so familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we've got some money to spend and a particular medical need. So,
We need a neural infuser, and Klaxon just lists
at this
off.
point,
Yeah,
I'd like
just goes down the line of very specifics. model numbers and whatnot that we need to perform the chip install.
Okay, so you go through what what you have, and Razor just kind of oh, right, okay, yeah, got a few things I can scrounge up for you. As far as like a sterile room, I can't really. I've got a space that you can use, but I can't do anything for what you got. If you're going to be using this equipment, I would recommend that you have some sort of sterile workspace to work out of. So you either rent what I got here, or make do on your own.
Class.
What do you think, Klax?
Can we see the facility?
Oh, sure. Here, come back. I mean, I'm not just gonna make you rent it without seeing it. Come on in. And leads you to the back of the shop. Door closes. You see the walls lined with all sorts of stuff. Strangely, looks a lot like Scooter's store. Like their organizational ways are very similar. Yeah.
Nice.
Basically, in the video game, they just reskin Scooter.
Right, exactly. It's now got Doctor motif instead of yeah.
It's
Okay.
super meta, and the video game characters recognize it. So
Yeah. And leads you to a back room, which opens up, and it is a tiled workspace. There's the center room, like a curtain that hangs around a circular ring in the center that can be used to kind of draw around. Looks like there's a drain system, at least at the center, where everything, the liquids can drain out. Kind of a basic like hose down type setup. It's fairly clean, could be cleaner. There's this operating table at the center of the room, some other like anesthetic equipment. Looks a bit older, last generation sort of stuff.
Is it cleaner than our apartment?
Oh yeah.
It'll get the job done, but again, I've worked on people in a war zone, so
Your call.
I think we can make it work.
Great.
put a good
Do that.
spray down first.
You're free to do whatever you want. You want to clean up the facility. That's kind of, you rent it, you do the cleaning before and after. Try to leave it at least as good as how you found it. It's my motto.
I mean, it's going to be easier to clean than our apartment.
Yeah, and so then once we work out the specifics and stuff, Klaxon will actually, I'm going to use the, what is it? Tinker. And I will turn something. I will turn my flashlight into a UV light and use it to just nuke the space.
Is that something you have to roll for?
As soon as she
No,
sees you do
no,
this,
but
she's
the
gonna
flash-
go, no!
but the flashlight is gone. It's no longer. So I have to remove it. I tear it all apart and re-rig it to emit
You
UV
supercharge
light.
the flashlight.
Yeah, and I just use it like a sponge and just nuke everything in the workspace.
That's wonderful. Okay. You do that. You lose the flashlight. Sputters out once you're done, and but you're pretty certain that the place is very clean now. So you have that. You have the equipment you need. The whole rental purchase of what you need here. I'm gonna put at, well, let me pull up my cred list so I'm not going. I'm gonna put this at around a moderately priced item in total, so 1,000 cred.
Okay. Which we can use experience to purchase
You can use
things.
experience in cred. You can trade in experience for cred, and then
Okay.
you can purchase things with it. There is a roll for that.
Because that was kind of the plan for getting our apartment too, right? Okay.
Yeah. Well, you can spend experience points to you can spend experience points just to gain property.
Oh, okay. Even better.
So you want sort of an immediate benefit is what I would classify this as.
And I only need 500 because I got 500.
Well, here's the way it can work.
pickpocket.
1 XP gives you an immediate benefit. So you can spend 1 XP to and you don't have to spend any of your cred that you currently have.
Perfect.
So
It is already spent.
yeah, because something like 3 XP gives you like a long-term benefit, which would be like wealth. You guys are going to be using that to buy a home. 3 XP is like 50,000 cred.
Okay. All right. Cool.
That's what the book recommends.
I'm good. What do I got to roll to get this pain chip in, if anything?
So you have the chip. I said it's not going to be very difficult. You have medical training, you said. So yeah, I think with everything else in the assets you have, I don't think it's going to be a roll. Okay. What I am going to do is I'm just going to let you roll to see if you get a crit.
Okay.
You get a crit, then you might get some additional benefit on top of it, but you can't fail.
So you click on the little icon, then you click in the circle. Oh God, no. How do I reroll?
I mean, it is a crit.
It is a crit.
Well, a crit fail doesn't matter.
It's
just so funny.
Only matters if it's a crit success.
Just in case you crit. Rolls a 1.
Yep. So I take the thing and I put it on the back of your head and just hit it with a hammer and just keep hoping that it goes in. It's
oh man. Well, you do realize is that
It's
you
hit
installed
B square.
you installed the card upside down the first time, so it actually has no negative effects, but the cool LED display on the card is upside down and it bothers you, but Choke's never going to notice it, so you just sort of close it up. It's fine. Luckily, Choke doesn't have a like a clear side panel, so you can see the
right
her rig.
Choke, all you hear is, no, it's going great.
Is there like any sort of like I don't know what this is like equivalent to in like the surgical procedures that I'm aware of in my own life? Is this a thing where they like anesthetize people or like can I
local
feel
anesthesia.
this? This is my nerves.
Yeah, you'd probably need to be awake for it, so they'd probably just localize that.
Yeah, local anesthesia. Well, because you already have the equipment installed, like at the base of your neck, for this neural augmentation, and essentially all Klaxon has done is sort of like reopen the old surgical scar to reveal your spine where this is implanted. Takes the old card out, which is really corroded and looks really bad. Sort of clean out the technical, like the
should
equipment.
not still be in there.
No, you sort of clean everything out. I think as he takes it out, though, when the card is actually taken out, you lose like all feeling in that moment. Anything like from the neck down, completely just like no feeling. Puts the old card back in, and everything just sort of like that tingly sensation. Everything sort of rushes through, and you feel that kind of. It's that surge of when you like first got it, and there's that moment where you feel like this feels really good, like this, like. At almost like that superhuman level, but what you're realizing is like this is how you felt before. This is how bad you've been feeling for so long that just feeling normal feels like incredible. And it takes you for a second.
This is hitting
to,
me on a very personal
adjust.
level.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I don't mean that. I don't mean that as a bad thing. I just mean, boy, do I understand what you're saying right now.
Yeah. Klaxon, you close at the wounds. Razor has some good like on hand like I want to say like how would it be used? Some sort of like instant wound like gel that like just kind of fuses the flesh back together.
In a game I wrote, it's called Skin Whiz. It's like
Skin
Cheese
Whiz.
Whiz. It comes in a can, and you spray it on the wound, and it goes.
I love it. Yes,
That's
perfect.
gross, and I love it.
Oh.
Skin Whiz TM is
Because
used.
in my mind,
Actually,
it was like, oh my god, what is a spray bottle? And they do the infomer. It seals everything, and they do the infomercial. We have the screen door in the bottom of the boat, and the spray, and it seals it.
What's it called?
Yeah.
What is it called?
I don't remember, but yeah.
No.
I know what you're talking about though. But yeah, it's basically that you spray it over the wound, instantly heals it, and as everything kind of comes back in, your neck is still numb as the local anesthetic is still there, but everything else, Choke, you can immediately get back up and start moving around. No recovery time or anything. It's just your broken part has been replaced.
So?
I think we're okay.
Yay!
And there's little like procedurals, like he takes basically a pocket screwdriver and touches each one of your, the tips of each of your fingers. Can you feel that? Behind your ear, little like medical stuff like that. I think you're combat ready.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out.
Next stop, a new arm.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
While that's going on, Impulse will just lean over to Clarity. Anything look good in here?
Like, what kind of look good?
Well, now that we, are moving on up and all that. I don't know, I feel like we've been doing stuff for everybody else today. Anything look good at the store?
Oh, kind of wanting some centaurs.
Oh, well that's a given, but I meant like something special. Like something new for your rig, or... Or I don't know, like maybe a present for your new friend Zane, or I don't know.
I don't know what Zane likes.
Well, you could give him something and then find out.
This is true. Or I could give him something and it'll just be like the negatives on top of Sims when you give them a really bad gift.
Just from the table. You.
What?
Something Zane likes.
Yay! We're getting to be kind of friends.
Did you hear that? They're kind of friends.
I heard.
Anyway, I think he'll probably like centaurs too.
Okay. Centaurs it is.
I mean, I just am assuming most people like centaurs. At least most people I know like centaurs. Do you guys like centaurs?
If they're cold, they're tolerable. If they're warm, they taste like cat piss.
Also, because you are in Lunatech and you're not bound by some of the like loose regulations that on Earth, Centaur X is available here, which is like Centaur but has 20 times the caffeine as a regular Centaur. It's illegal to sell anywhere else on planet side, but space is kind of international water, so they can get away with it. 1 in 5 people die drinking it.
There's
Yes.
4 of us.
It's called Flex Seal. I'm sorry, I just thought of it.
Flex seal.
Oh, chat is saying skin whiz or cheese graft.
Oh, I hate cheese graft.
No.
You.
Oh, I hate them both so much, and by hate them, I mean I do love them.
They're really good though.
It's single slices of skin graft. The
Oh,
cheese graft.
oh, no!
Unwrap it, slap it on, and it immediately like wow.
GB!
It's awesome.
Well, that's our session for tonight.
It's the skin flex seal. It's like the thing.
Uh-huh.
It's
I didn't mean to
God.
bring it back. I'm sorry, but I just I was listening to this so hard, and then just this just loud voice in the back of my brain went Flex Seal.
Beautiful.
Oh, so good.
That's our session tonight. Thank you everyone for joining us. We'll see you next time. I know. I'm glad we figured that out.
God, it's so bad, and I love it.
Gripping it and ripping it. Here we go.
Yeah.
Gotta call it out.
So we're getting Centaur X for me and Zane, I guess?
I mean, I'll try anything twice. So, I mean, I'll take one.
Okay. We'll just see what kind of effects it has on us, especially since we're in space. I mean,
Maybe we should save them for once we get the new place, because I feel like once we have one, we'll get all the unpacking done in one fell swoop.
we can invite all of our friends, Yule and Zane.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Well, and Swin.
And Swin!
Hey.
We have
And
3
Glenn.
friends.
And we could invite Glenn.
And Razor.
I'm
We have a lot
right
of
here.
friends.
And Lynn. Oh, Razor, honey, of course you're coming. You're already like family.
Thank you.
Like a third cousin. Or
No,
a
for
friend
real.
of ours, third cousin.
I really think you should look into the family tree just a little bit. I have a feeling it's a little bit closer than cousins.
I don't know what you're implying. Just because our moms have the same name doesn't mean we're like
Oh, honey.
siblings or something.
It's a family name. And Klaxon actually says that and then starts laughing to himself.
What is this game, guys? Okay.
It's Friday night, and we probably shouldn't be role playing and broadcasting it.
This is what happens when we take a week off.
Yeah.
Oh, I that is where you're wrong. It is our duty to broadcast this shit
Yeah, that's true.
out into the world.
This is like a 3-hour happy hour.
All right, so some illegal energy drinks. Anything else on the docket for today?
I'm just trying to think if Clarity needs anything. She's kind of a micro living gal. She lives with very little.
We can start planning.
And Claire gets first dibs on rooms because she gets to choose the correct closet. It's only fair.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just really like a nice closet that's roomy, but not too roomy, and has enough space for me to stretch out my legs sometimes, but not too much. And I like to sit in my chair kind of funny, so I need to have it big enough to fit a chair in there. So, lots of specifications.
Excellent. While she was going on, leans over to Razor. Oh, it's like coming home. All right. Well, Razor, we'll let you know about the housewarming, okay, love?
Razor says, all right, well, if you need anything else, just let me know. I'll be here. Don't drink too many of those centaurs.
One piece, promise.
All right. Well, have fun. Nice to meet all you.
All right. Bye. Oh,
broken.
would I like to be a fly on the wall for that reunion? Woo! Okay, let's go.
So you have so Choke is a little bit better than before. Feeling good. Not in pain. She basically skips down the street.
No, no.
What's skipping for?
I immediately think
Choke.
that I must have done something wrong if she does.
I think.
What would be the equivalent thereof?
Well, because
Skipping.
I think for her it's very subtle, and I also think that for you guys it's probably very extreme. So like, because I feel like it's just a change in like posture.
She has a little bit more swagger.
And yeah, like I think she's standing up straight and probably not like. She's probably like walking a little unevenly, and stuff. And I think she is like just walking regular, which is not that big of a change. But I think y'all been around her all day, every day for
We sleep in bunk hammocks.
a long time.
We're
So
tight.
I think it's like to the three of you like wildly different.
Like her spine has become compressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give Klax a little bump. You did good.
Hey, you know, I use the old noodle for something.
Oh, noodles! Noodles! Claire! We gotta stock up.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we were running low.
There's no way we're already running low on noodles.
Fine low.
Like 50 or less?
Oh yeah, we're low.
Okay.
It's like 6 of them a day.
Well, you know, there's no actual nutrition or carbs or anything in them, so it's
Yeah, it's basically empty calories.
Lot of sodium.
yes.
I tried sneaking her the low sodium kind one time. She didn't talk to me for 2 weeks.
So what I want to, unless there's anything important, I do want to settle the housing situation so that before at the end of the session,
You just
so we
want
can
to
come
bring
back
your
next
dad
time.
back.
No, I was honestly planning on just skipping over the narration and doing
No!
some hand-
No, we should handle this before we
We-
plan, because then we have a new
Yes.
space to plan in.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what I actually want you guys to do is describe to me. It's your home. You guys are spending the XP on it, so you have to spend 3 XP to get a home.
Why don't we do it since Klax spent 1 for the services there? All the rest of us want to spend 1?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So here's what I want you guys to do is essentially describe to me what you're looking like, what your ideal like living situation would be.
A slight upgrade from the old warehouse space? Like lofty? Like open plan? But we all have a room now instead of like people having to sleep on couches or in chairs and closets.
Yeah.
A hammock in the truck.
Or a hammock in the truck.
Can I offer an intrusion to this? To, I guess, all of you.
Oh boy.
We haven't gotten to do a lot of intrusions today. I'm supposed
I'm sorry,
to give
do you
out,
mean
like,
a free
4
apartment?
I'm going to offer an intrusion to the situation to all of you, and because I'm supposed to give out 4 of these a session, this will beat my quota for this and all in one. you look around, and you're starting like you're looking online. You're looking for places that you can afford, and kind of figuring some things out. You realize there's like a couple of places that Glenn sends to you, like some. I don't know if any of you guys have shopped for houses, or if this was your experience with that was ours. Is that the realtor, as soon as you talk to them, starts sending you like 100 emails, all with different property listings, and so he's just getting like inundated. Like, how about this? This looks good. Let's try this. Oh, but how about here? And like, you get a bunch of those. So you're sorting through them, and you realize that like what you're looking for might still be a little bit outside of your price range, and you actually find some like better places that are more like former like departments, or like stores, and more like shops and stuff that you could convert into living areas. But it's just going to be a little too much. And you're talking about this, and Clarity's talking in the chat a little bit with Zane still sending emojis and stuff, and Zane throws out there and says, you know, if you want, we could go in on it with you guys. If you are looking for a little bit better, bigger place or something. Help with like mission planning and things like that.
Hey guys, do you want to live with Zane and Yule?
What?
We've
Yeah.
been living here in like the dregs for like a long time. I mean, it'd be nice to get like some fresh air, you know?
Doll, I don't think that we're all gonna fit into their place.
No, they said that they'd go in on a place with us. We can get like one of the bigger places we were looking at, you know, like the like bigger places that were more expensive and we couldn't quite afford, but like,
I mean, it would make planning a lot easier.
I mean,
especially
yeah,
since Yule's like our go-between.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't see the problem.
What?
Oh, I see so many problems, but I'm glad you can't see them, and this is going to be great.
Oh, no, I can see them.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, 6 company. Let's do this. I will give you all 1 XP.
Which is essentially you
for-
bought our apartment. Thank you.
for the situation, yeah. So free apartment plus 1 for you guys to enjoy, and yeah, Yule and Zane come to live. So what happens is the next day you meet up with Glenn at his office, which is in like you said, it's in I-Ring, and it's, you know, as you get out there, it's like everything's a little more open. It's still that zero gravity space, or I should say an ice sphere. When you first get there, everything's very open, and it's like all of these brightly colored like rotating platforms that have these shopping centers on them and other stores, and big like bright advertising, large projection and music and life, and it's just so much different than the like dull atmosphere of what you experience in like the very industrial setting of G Sphere. And as you find in I-Ring, or in I-Sphere, you find Glenn's office, which is a smaller building, kind of sandwiched between a couple of others. And you ring the buzzer, and then coming out is a android, a robotic, fully cybernetic human, big sort of like glowing blue optical drives, antennas coming off the top. I mean, kind of like Chappie. Except wearing a suit. And he comes out. He says, well, all right. Good to meet you all. Impulse, right?
Uh-huh.
And these are your friends?
Yes, Klaxon, Choke, Clarity.
All right. And is this, I just need to ask, as far as what we're looking for, I need to know, so 4 bedrooms or 1 bedroom, 3 offices, is this like a polycule situation, or is this
no.
like
Actually, good news and maybe good news. Bad news, we might be looking at a 5 to 6 situation, but she's just completely avoiding looking the champion suit.
There's some data, you can see some lighting up on the antennas and stuff. It says, I think I can find some places that work with that. No, we can definitely get that. I've got a few that we can look at. We'll just reroute our course here for today. You want to ride together or separately?
You know what? We will meet you there. Just send us that address.
Okay, I'll send you the first coordinates here. I'll meet you there. We'll look around and see if it's what you're looking for. We can deviate a bit if this isn't exactly what you want. But great, I'll see you there. And you see, since you're not going to ride together, his appendages kind of fold in, and then he just begins to kind of hover up and zooms off.
But before he could do that, Klaxon just gives him a hug, thanks, and he totally misses Chappie. And, yeah, it's
Impulse holds in a scream. Our realtor is Chappie. Great.
Choker's just laughing.
Onward and upward, friends.
So you meet at the first property, and you kind of look it over. It's not exactly what you're looking for. Go to a few others, and finally, Glenn takes you to the one that, as soon as you arrive outside of it, you know this is the place. It's a single building that kind of bridges a space. You can tell that it was probably built as some out of some of the support structure of this eye sphere. Everything's it's still close together in I-Ring, more so than it was in or not as much as it was in G-Ring, but everything is just nicer, newer, a little more spaced out. There are some holographic trees on the sidewalk interspersed down, which most people just walk through, not really even caring what they are. And you can tell it's mostly some corporate initiative to make the place seem a little more alive, but most people living here have never seen a tree before. So yeah, you find this place and sandwiched between it's kind of off the ground a little bit, kind of like an H shape with that the bar in the center. That's the building you're looking at. There's a walk up to it, up a couple flights of stairs, and you come in, and the shop is what looks to be an old. You can't tell if it was a pet store or an aquarium. But there are all these empty tanks around the walls. No water in them currently. And one main space with the tanks kind of surrounding, and then a few office areas that could function as bedrooms and things. Then there's a kitchen around the back. It's not in the best shape. Take a little bit of fixing up. Looks like it's been abandoned for a while, but it's plenty of space. Lots of space for anything you might need here. You can see spaces to put for workshops and for workout rooms and for wigs. And there's one as you head to the back behind what would have been the main counter of this space, and you open the door and there's just one beautiful dark closet that's a little more spacious than your old closet, Clarity, but has an Ethernet port just right there. You wouldn't even have to run any new cables or anything.
Main breaker box type thing is in there,
yeah.
So it's all just you just plug away.
You look over and you realize there's a panel on the wall, and there's a sliding part, and Clarity, you lift it up and there's a button there. You push the button, and then sounding throughout the store is this an alarm, but a party alarm, if they were celebrating a birthday party or something. Goes over the entire store. It's kind of ooh 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 ooh. some lights go off.
Glenn, what
it's
was
perfect.
this previously?
I'm not sure. It's been empty for a while. I think, can we turn that? My audio drives. I'm having a hard time processing
Claire,
the noise.
Claire,
Are you sure? Okay, I'll turn it off.
you're shorting the realtor. Yeah, just
It goes up. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Loud noises sometimes mess with my processing. Yeah, I believe it was some sort of aquarium. I don't know what that means exactly, but it's in my paperwork.
could I look at that if you don't mind?
Sure. Hands it over to you.
Was this a fucking shrimp farm?
No. They
It
had
was a
other
shrimp
things
farm.
besides shrimp. They
It
had
was a shrimp
other
farm,
things
wasn't
besides
it?
shrimp.
It was a
But they
shrimp
did
farm.
have
Tell
some
me
display.
the truth, Val.
There was a display here on the evolution of shrimp, and yeah, but it was more. It wasn't a farm. It was more like a learning exhibit, and kids would have birthday parties here and stuff.
I see. Glenn, I think we may have found the one.
Really, fantastic. Sure. You know what? I'll get the paper drafted up right away. We put in an offer. Probably hear something back in the next. Well, it's a little busy today, so 10 minutes. And just kind of like slumps a little bit and starts to just like process some things and starts to send out the. And within 15 minutes, you have the you have the place. Everything's fully automated. They run their negotiation algorithms, get it down to an acceptable number, and you guys make the sale.
Thank you, Glenn.
Well, it was a pleasure working with all of you. You know, this area is actually great. If you need anything, just head down to the store. There's a wonderful little Italian restaurant just on the corner. I highly recommend going there. And, you know, if you're looking for any sort of other entertainment, our iSphere has a ton of great opportunities. There's a lot of development going on in actually the quadrant 17. It was a little run down, but they're rebuilding it. They're really kind of rejuvenating the area. So I would definitely recommend spending some time heading out that way if you're looking for anything. And of course, here's my card if you need anything else, and if you're looking for any more properties, or you know anyone else that that might be looking around. But
We will definitely be passing your name along. We appreciate it so much.
Great. Well, best of luck with the new home. We'll send a gift basket here in the next few days from our office.
You're too much. Thank you.
And bye now. And then folds back up into his portable and then
Bye-bye.
zooms off.